I felt like the world was ending. The biggest thing that feared me, that scared me, was my dad had passed away from cancer 10 years ago, and I was 38 years old, and I had a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old at the time, and what I was going to tell them, because they saw their grandfather die, and that scared me because I didn't know what to do. I really didn't.
We found out, like, I was the one going food shopping and, you know, doing things with the kids and back and forth, and it was just like a lot on me because he couldn't do it all, especially when he was going through treatments and he was getting sick from them. Yeah, it just happened to be all on me, and I was working full time, coming home, doing whatever I needed to do, cooking, cleaning. So it was just a lot all on one person. Yeah, I was just on Facebook scrolling about, and I had been looking for getting quotes for gutter guards. And it's just so funny how, like, it works with social media. All of a sudden I started seeing all these advertisements for gutter guards companies. And I just hit on it to get more information, and someone called, came out to give us a quote, and that's how it all started.
So I came and met them, did not hear their story. It took actually some Google searching to actually find their story later when I was trying to find a phone number. So, but I did measure the house, you know, identified a lot of needs that they had, and gave them a price. Well, at the time it was more than what they had in the budget. So I called later to, you know, I spoke with Aaron at corporate and tried to get a lower price, and we were working some stuff out, and just in conversation found out the story. And then I said, okay, this is different. So I asked for a little more help from corporate, and the rest is, as they say, history. So
Chip called me the next day, and he was following up on the quote, and I said, you know, compared to other companies, it was a really good quote, but it was still more than we expected and that we could afford at this time. And I kind of told him what our situation was. And so he called us, I guess, about a couple days later, and he told us what HomeCraft was going to do for us.
Apparently I was on speakerphone because I could hear him in the background choking up a little bit saying thank you, and she said thank you, and they were crying a little bit, and I said, guys, you got to stop because we don't want a three-way tear fest here. And you know, when I told them that we wanted to do it for just to help them out, they were very appreciative, and it's just been a blessing to be a blessing for somebody, to help them out. So glad we can do it.
I started crying, and he could hear it, and he was like, don't cry because you're gonna make me cry too. And he was just, you know, I'm just very grateful, and he was so pleased to be able to do this for us. So it's been so great.
They wanted to know if we could get involved with it, and I mean, how can you turn down helping the community out and helping somebody that's struggling, especially through this time with coronavirus and everything that's going on? It was a great honor and privilege to be able to do something like that for the community.
I found out through Brian and Chip, and they asked if I'd be interested in getting involved, and I jumped at the chance. Myself and my wife were both very active in charities that involve cancer. My wife's the managing director of Cool Kids Campaign, which is here locally. We live here locally. We literally live 10 minutes from here. So, I mean, this is our community. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. When do we sign up? When do you want me there? So, and that's, you know, here we are today. You know, and I got some installers who are, you know, also have kind hearts and also want to give back to the community. So, you know, it really wasn't hard to bring this all together.
Me, because I'm the man of the house, I've been really down on getting things done. Like my daughter and my son have to do the grass right now, and I've always done the grass for 48 years. I've always cleaned the gutters for 48 years, and it was very hard on me, but you guys coming out today made me realize, you know, everything is good. Everything will be fine. You know, yeah, my situation stinks right now, but we'll get back. We'll be back to normal.
I don't have to worry about the gutters falling off of the house because they were getting so heavy. We initially got them cleaned, and they were saying how a lot of the gutters were coming off of the house because of the weight, especially in the back. So that's why I had wanted the gutter guards, so we didn't have to worry about it. So this is really taking that burden off of our shoulders.
What the HomeCraft family is all about, what we're all doing around the country. I'm just so excited to be a part of it. Being able to actually help a family with that was even better. It was, I don't know, I don't know if euphoria is the right word, but it was definitely just a warmth inside.
Just to be able to support the community and help somebody, especially in a trying need that they're going through, it just felt really good. That's what we're here to do as human beings on this earth, to give back to people that are struggling. And it was just, I didn't even think twice about it. It was something that we had to do.
Yeah, what Steve and Carrie put together, the vision that they have, and it's so easy for people to latch onto it and to see the vision that they have, to become part of the family. It's just a team. It's all of us pulling together for a common good, for a common goal.
It didn't surprise me that we're doing this, because I know Steve and Carrie's heart, and I know that that's their value. So it wasn't a surprise. It doesn't change anything, because I knew that that's when the rubber meets the road, I knew that that's what we would do as a company and an organization, to step out and help the community.
I feel like it's a great honor just to be part of it and just to, contribute in some small way.
Everyone I've spoken to has been so nice, and honestly, I think HomeCraft, of all the quotes I've gotten, were the cheapest around. So if I were going to go with any company, I would definitely pick HomeCraft to begin with.
I already started calling my police department to recommend them to the officers. I already put something on Facebook to recommend them. I mean, God brought you guys to us today. And that's how I feel, because, God can't come down and show me, but he could come down and with the hands of other people. And that's how I feel 100%.